Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went in there? Or maybe you've struggled to recall a name you've known for years? If so, you're not alone. As we get older, it's natural for our brains to need a little extra exercise, just like our muscles do. But here's the good news. Just as staying active keeps our bodies strong, there are fun, simple ways to keep our minds sharp too. In this video, we'll explore 6 enjoyable brain exercises that can help boost your memory and focus after 70. These aren't dull, repetitive drills. They're engaging activities that can easily fit into your daily routine. And the best part? They can actually be a lot of fun. So let's dive right in. One of the easiest and most enjoyable ways to give your brain a workout is by doing puzzles. Whether it's a crossword, Sudoku, or a jigsaw puzzle, these activities force your brain to think critically, recognize patterns, and problem solve. Think of it like a friendly challenge for your mind. Now you might be thinking, I've never been good at crosswords. That's okay, you don't have to be. Start with something simple, like a word search or an easy Sudoku puzzle. The key is consistency. Even just 10 to 15 minutes a day can make a difference. And if you've never tried a jigsaw puzzle, why not give it a shot? They're not just for kids. Working on one can improve your concentration and even give you a sense of accomplishment when you place that final piece. Here's a little secret. Your brain loves novelty. When you learn something completely new, it creates fresh neural pathways, which can help keep your memory strong. So, what's something you've always wanted to try but never had the time for? Maybe it's painting, playing an instrument, or even picking up a few phrases in a new language. You don't have to become an expert, just enjoy the process. For example, if you've always admired the sound of a piano, try learning a simple tune. There are plenty of beginner-friendly tutorials online. Or if you love traveling, why not learn a few basic words in Italian or Spanish? The act of learning itself is what matters, not perfection. Speaking of playing an instrument, let's talk about music in general. Did you know that listening to music, especially songs from your younger years, can trigger memories and even improve your mood? Music has a unique way of connecting with our brains, often bringing back long-forgotten moments in vivid detail. But it's not just about listening. Singing along to your favorite tunes, or even tapping out a rhythm, can engage multiple parts of your brain at once. If you've ever found yourself humming an old song and suddenly remembering where you were when you first heard it, you've experienced this firsthand. So, go ahead, put on some music from your youth, sing along, and let your brain enjoy the workout. Now that we've explored puzzles, learning new skills, and the power of music, you might already be thinking of ways to incorporate these into your day. And guess what? We've only just begun. There are even more fun and effective exercises to try, which we'll cover next, so stay tuned. Your brain will thank you for it. You know, one of the wonderful things about keeping our minds active is that it doesn't have to feel like work. In fact, some of the best brain exercises are things we already enjoy. We just might not realize how beneficial they are. So let's pick up where we left off and explore a few more engaging ways to sharpen your memory and focus. Have you ever noticed how telling a good story can light up a room? Whether it's sharing memories with family or recounting an old adventure to friends, storytelling isn't just entertaining, it's fantastic for your brain. When you recall past events and put them into words, you're exercising your memory, organizing thoughts, and even strengthening your ability to focus. Try this. The next time you're with loved ones, Share a story from your childhood or a funny moment from your younger years. You could even write it down in a journal if you prefer. The act of remembering details, arranging them in order, and expressing them aloud keeps your mind nimble. And who knows, you might just inspire someone else to share their own stories, creating a beautiful exchange of memories. Speaking of sharing moments with others, let's talk about games. Card games, board games, or even simple word games like Scrabble aren't just fun. They're mental workouts disguised as entertainment. Games require strategy, quick thinking, and sometimes a bit of friendly competition, all of which stimulate your brain. If you have grandchildren, playing a game with them can be especially rewarding. Not only does it keep your mind sharp, but it also strengthens your bond with them. And if you're not able to meet in person, consider playing games online or over the phone. Even a daily crossword with a friend can turn into a delightful ritual that keeps both of you mentally engaged. Here's a simple yet powerful exercise you can do anywhere, anytime: mindful observation. It's all about slowing down and really noticing the details around you. For example, the next time you're outside, take a moment to observe the colors of the leaves, the shapes of the clouds, or the sounds of birds chirping. Then later in the day, try to recall what you saw and heard. This practice does two things. First, it trains your brain to focus on the present moment, which can improve concentration. Second, recalling those details later strengthens your memory. You might even turn it into a game. After a walk, see how many things you can remember. Did you pass a red mailbox? Was there a squirrel running up a tree? Little exercises like this can make everyday moments more meaningful while giving your brain a gentle workout. Now you might be thinking, these all sound enjoyable, but do they really make a difference? The answer is yes. Just like physical exercise, consistency is key. The more you engage your brain in these playful yet purposeful ways, the more natural it becomes. And the best part? None of these activities feel like chores. They're simply ways to add more joy and connection to your day while keeping your mind sharp. But we're not done yet. There are still a couple more brain-boosting exercises to explore, including one that might surprise you with its simplicity and effectiveness. So, let's keep going, because the next ideas might just become your new favorites. Isn't it wonderful how many enjoyable ways there are to keep our minds active? The best part is, the more we engage our brains in these playful yet purposeful activities, the more natural and rewarding it becomes. Now let's wrap up with the final exercises that can help boost your memory and focus, leaving you feeling sharper and more energized every day. In today's world of texting and typing, we've lost touch with something that used to be part of our daily lives, putting pen to paper. But here's something fascinating. Writing by hand, whether it's a letter to a friend, a grocery list, or even journaling your thoughts, activates parts of your brain that typing just doesn't. The physical act of forming letters forces you to slow down, focus, and think more deliberately. Try this. Set aside a few minutes each morning to write down 3 things you're grateful for, or recount a pleasant memory from the day before. Not only will this give your brain a gentle workout, but it can also lift your spirits. And if you've ever enjoyed sending letters, why not revive that tradition? Receiving a handwritten note in the mail is a rare joy these days, and the process of writing it will do your mind just as much good as it does the recipient's heart. Now, this one might surprise you. Moving your body isn't just good for your muscles and joints, it's also one of the best things you can do for your brain. Activities like walking, gentle yoga, or even dancing get your blood flowing, which helps deliver oxygen and nutrients to your brain. But there's more. Exercises that require coordination, like Tai Chi or ballroom dancing, are especially powerful because they challenge your brain to think about movement and rhythm at the same time. You don't have to run a marathon or take up tap dancing unless you want to. Even something as simple as marching in place while watching TV or doing seated leg lifts can make a difference. The key is to pair movement with mindfulness. Pay attention to your body, your breathing, and the way your muscles feel. This dual focus strengthens the connection between your body and brain, keeping both in better shape. So, let's take a step back and look at what we've covered. From puzzles and learning new skills to music, storytelling, games, mindful observation, handwriting, and movement. Each of these exercises is like a love letter to your brain. They're simple, enjoyable, and most importantly, they work. The beauty of these activities is that they don't require special equipment or a huge time commitment. They're things you can weave into your day naturally, almost without thinking about them. But here's the real secret. The best brain exercise is the one you'll actually do. So choose the activities that bring you joy. If you love music, spend more time singing or listening. If you enjoy socializing, make games and storytelling a regular part of your week. The more pleasure you take in the process, the more likely you are to stick with it. And that's when the real magic happens. Remember, friends, aging might be inevitable, but decline isn't. Your brain is capable of remarkable things at any age, especially when you give it the right kind of stimulation. So don't be hard on yourself if you forget a name or misplace your glasses now and then. That's perfectly normal. What matters is that you're taking steps to keep your mind engaged, and that's something to be proud of. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these exercises are you excited to try? Do you have a favorite brain-boosting activity that we didn't mention? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your idea might inspire someone else. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and subscribe for more tips on living your best life after 70. Here's to a sharper, brighter, and more joyful you. Thanks for watching, and remember, every day is a new opportunity to learn, grow, and enjoy the wonderful gift of an active, engaged mind. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.